Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive 717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always, about to enjoy your weekend. I don't know, let me know what you guys are up to if you feel guided to in the comments, all right? Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments. The fact that you guys take the time to leave me such kind and sweet messages, I really do appreciate it, and I do read them. Thank you. And of course, I want to shout out the mega crew over on Patreon. Guys, your support means the absolute world to me. Speaking of mega crew, here she is. I think she wants to say that, you guys mean the world to her too. Let me get her comfortable. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so she's all settled here. So I wanted to come on and, tap into the energies a little bit between the twin flames. I'm feeling a lot of heaviness with the masculine counterpart, and it's because a lot of their truth is coming out about wanting to pursue the divine feminine, okay? I see a lot of divine masculines at this time ignoring a lot of karmic situations. This might be kind of slacking off of a job, not showing up, wanting to cut ties with that place of employment. It could be moving out of their house, moving out of their home. Or it could just be leaving a karmic partner, right? Maybe it's like a common law situation where two people have been living together for a really long time and both of them are starting to question why there hasn't been any chemistry between them in a long time. Let's find out what's happening with the masculines, guys. Okay, we have give your relationship a chance, unrequited love, free yourself, and it's safe for you to love. Okay, so right away I'm being drawn to give your relationship a chance as karmic energy. I feel like, you see the way she's kind of holding on to him like this? What I'm getting from these cards is that this is a person who's involved with a karmic partner who, this is a masculine too that wants to free themselves, but each time they get to that point in their relationship where they're wanting to part ways, something comes up where it's like this person in their life or this karmic situation tries to make them stay or tries to draw them back in somehow. Maybe providing better prospects. I feel like if it's a person in their life, it's that this person always, they could manipulate or they could face a level of despair. And maybe a lot of the masculine counterparts feel, they feel very guilty, or, they might need a lot of work in that area where they tend to overgive, even if they're giving from an empty cup. I feel like the empty cup relates to, the situation that the masculine is in right now. The reason they have an empty cup in this situation is because they don't have anything left to give, and it's because they have probably made a lot of attempts to walk away. It says unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and that's just, it's kind of like the gist of the energy I'm picking up on, which is this heaviness. A lot of these situations are coming to an end, and I feel like the way the year is wrapping up as well has this beautiful symbolic kind of feel in the air, that it's it's hidden in plain sight as to exactly what it is that's going to happen. It's like all the signs and synchronicity, it's there. I'm hearing from many of your masculines, it's safe for them to love, and I feel like it's safe for them to love you because you are the reason that they are wanting to experience this freedom. I feel like the divine feminine's presence in the masculine's life, it made them want freedom, to free themselves, not to free themselves to be in a relationship with this divine feminine counterpart. No, the freedom to just finally breathe again and to be themselves. Look at the way she's grasping on like this. Oh my God, I heard maybe it's my Trini ancestors saying watch out, you want to choke the man. No, I'm just kidding. That's just what I'm picking up on. They feel very suffocated at this time because each time, again, they try to make a getaway, it's like this person comes back with just wanting to give things another shot. This might be like a karmic partner as well that uses like, I don't know, like vacation or like going to like these lavish places where there's food and wine and drink and dining as a way of trying to like mask the deeper issues in this relationship, which is there's no like chemistry. So I'm seeing two people who they're in the most beautiful of settings and surroundings, but there's no spark. And it's almost like when they get back from that lavish vacation, it's like they feel like the whole thing was a waste of time, which is so unfortunate because with the right person, those surroundings would be, you know, a million more times beautiful. And I feel like that's what your divine masculines are thinking. Like, I feel like there's some of you out there who this reading will find, and you guys sense that as well. Like, this karmic person in your person's life, or even if it's like a work situation, you might find that your person tends to like, or if it's a karmic partner, they tend to post a lot of pictures on social media to really make it feel or seem like they're having a good time, right? Like, so if it's a masculine in like a work situation, like, you know, they might try to like post frequently about like their achievements and, you know, their goals, and that they're going traveling here because of work, traveling there because of work. But what you guys may not know or feel on the inside is that they feel very trapped in those situations, or again, they feel very suffocated, like they want to free themselves. You know, I'm also hearing too that many of your masculine counterparts, like, they don't care about the glittery fame lifestyle, or like this kind of lifestyle where it makes it seem like, you know, they're just out and about, again, having a good time in all of these places, spending money, doing these things. It's like they can no longer do that, because after dealing with the divine feminine, they know that the divine feminine is highly gifted, where you can read energy. So it doesn't matter if someone posts a picture as though they're having a good time, you'll know if they're not having a good time just by looking at this person's body language, the look in their eyes. It's like the divine feminine has this like sixth sense almost. Maybe some of the clairs, right? Clairsentience, clairaudience, you know, clairvoyance as well, where it's like you're almost like able to travel to that place or be in that place, or it's a weird feeling. Like, it's like you get the feeling as though you're almost sitting there, or like it's a feeling of like cringe, like, oh my god, I can't even look, like I feel embarrassed for this person, or like, oh gosh, like I can actually feel like how embarrassed they are, or just how cringe this moment is. So a lot of you might have that, and it's like a lot of your masculines too may know that. So it seems as though, look, that's exactly what I was going to say. Deception's at the top of the deck here. It's like they feel like there's no point in really wearing this mask, right? Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. That's why they can't do it anymore. It's like they know that you know the truth about what's going on, even though you two don't have to be in contact. You don't have to be talking. It's like energy all between you both, right? Sometimes you might get dreams about your person that once you're able to kind of rearrange the pieces of that dream, you're left going, oh, right? Because a lot of you can sense what's happening with your masculines in these karmic situations. Many of you can see beyond social media. You can sense and you can pick up on, and you get visions about and dreams about what's happening behind closed doors. Okay, so that's where I feel like a lot of the heaviness is coming from when it comes to this divine masculine. Now, this is a divine feminine that's being heavily watched as well, especially if you have a karmic situation that's really clinging on to your masculine. I feel like there's, you know, not only maybe this karmic partner, if it's a karmic situation watching you, but if it's like a work situation, for example, or any other type of situation that seems karmic, it could be the masculine's family members watching you. Okay, what do they think about you, divine feminine? Okay, so we have, is this me and the child I was meant to be? Okay, so I feel like they see you as bold. You pave your own way in this lifetime. You've had to really prove yourself. I think that at one point you were really getting a bad rap with this masculine's people, right? If they have a karmic partner, this karmic partner has done a fair share of maybe like gossiping or trying to convince certain people close to the masculine that you're bad news, or that you tried to intervene in their relationship somehow. You know, the child I was meant to be is somebody I see who is very like magical, spiritual. When people hit up your social media, for example, it's like, you know, if they don't know how to think out of the box, they're going to judge you right away. Like the image here in this card, they see you as very like lustful is words that I'm getting. Some people may have referred to you as like a homewrecker, like, you know, but you represent truth is what I'm getting with this card here. The child that I was meant to be, you speak your truth. And I feel like the truth came out somehow about you and this divine masculine, but you weren't making any apologies. Okay, if you're in the divine feminine energy, you know your truth, you know who you are, and you're not afraid of anything or anybody. It's almost like you dare somebody to step to you, because look at her sword, right? She's prepared, she's ready. You know, is this me? You know, I feel like the divine feminine's like, you damn straight, this is me and this is who I am. You know, it's who I was born to be, and I'm not going to make any apologies for that. And I have a feeling that, like, you know, this is something that many of your divine masculines are very attracted to, and they know that if they were to ever speak that truth, that maybe they too would be ostracized from their family or the people that are closest to them. But I feel like at the same time, that's also the entire point, is to show them what's real around them, right? Even if it's coming in the form of your closest family and friends. The point is that the divine feminine comes through and brings in that truth. And sometimes that truth is really hard to swallow, right? Sometimes hearing that truth brings out the worst in people. And I feel like the divine feminine came through as like, you know, no F's given type of thing. Like, this is who I am. Like, I really don't care if you guys are bothered by it, triggered by it. I remember too, like early on in my connection, I had sent my divine masculine, I think it was like an oracle card, and it wasn't even anything like tarot related. It was just like literally, I think, like messages from the universe, one of those decks. And he had called me satanic, or like he had called like the whole card satanic. And, you know, it was just interesting to see, like, you know, how much people are so attached to like their way of thinking, and the way that they are must be superior to the way others think. Because, you know, to me, when he had called me satanic, or my practices satanic, you know, for me, I was like, I don't know, like, I don't believe in Satan. I'm Hindu, and so, you know, I worship goddesses who wear skulls around their neck and who collect blood in saucers, holding, like, you know, it's to represent that darkness within us. That's here, duality. So, you know, I was like, satanic, okay, I guess that you probably, you know, would think that either way. Like, if I wasn't doing tarot, and maybe if he knew that I was Hindu and Googled Mother Kali, he would be like, she's satanic. So either way, who knows, you know? But it's like, I understood from a deeper perspective and a deeper level that these are just the type of judgments that people face based on programming and conditioning and the way that they were raised. So, you know, I didn't really take it so personally, you know? I mean, it hurt for like a split second that it was revealed that, you know, this person thought this way. But, you know, at the end of the day, I had that, like, you know, understanding. And I feel like that's many of you. I think that's came up in the last reading as well, where I talked about, remember when I talked about the karmics trying to hold shit over the masculine's head? But because you have this like higher knowledge, this higher understanding, you move from a place of like truth and wisdom and acceptance of others. I feel like there's many of you out there who, you know, you present this very like temperance energy, like very calming. You're not easily triggered by your divine masculine. This is a divine feminine as well that constantly allows them the space to grow. Like, if they ghost you, again, you're just like, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, you know? You guys would just allow them the space to heal, and that's why a lot of your masculines always come back and they always resurface. And I feel like that's why many of you are probably dealing with this energy right now, where, you know, a lot of them are coming forward again. I'm hearing like, here we go again. Okay, let's find out what's in their heart space for you right now, Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, really heavy in their thought about, this very strong, passionate woman getting away. I feel like they fantasize about you a lot. Like they think about the moments that they had you close to them, right? Where you were, intimate with them at one point. Okay, it's like this man in here is looking out the window, but I feel like this is somebody who is not looking out the window at two people, but it's like, they're kind of like daydreaming. Those people aren't really there. It's his imagination, because the flame is there as well. So is the mirror, right? Like this represents like a daydream to me. And you guys are getting 2 5s, okay? So major changes, major disruption that's coming through for me here in this Divine Masculine's life. I'm getting this image of like, just this Divine Feminine kind of coming into this masculine's life and just setting his life ablaze. You guys know that song, Give Me Soca, I Love My Soca. The song starts off, this Indian girl from Trinidad cause a big uproar. That's what I'm getting. Like you came in and you caused a big uproar. Like everybody was like, oh my God, like who is this? Like, who are you to change him like this? Him or her, depending on who's in that masculine energy, take it how it resonates. But it's like, who are you in the Divine Feminine energy to come in here and change this masculine like this? And you really didn't change them, Divine Feminine. You helped them to start remembering who it is they were, who it is they are, why it is they're here, why it is this connection with you is finally starting to make sense. Okay, so yeah, that's just what I'm getting here. I can't believe there was 2 5s that came out with that. Let's go ahead and get one more, just to kind of clarify these 2 5s, because what's going to happen after all of these changes, after all of these epiphanies and realizations, like what kind of outcome can we expect? Okay, so there you guys have it. Many of you can feel this as well. And it's coming, and it's, being validated right here. They're having to go through all of this because this is who they truly are. And the more you stand in your Empress energy, the more you're pulling this out of them, Divine Feminine. Like I literally see somebody who can't stop thinking about you, and it is causing chaos, but like they really don't care. Okay, this is somebody who also needs to like escape to go and like think about you for like 5 minutes. Right? Like they might be at like a family Christmas dinner and they're like feeling anxious and they need to go use the bathroom, and they just sit there on their phone for like a good 20 minutes, just, looking at your pictures, trying to feel close to you. I feel like after a lot of this disruption, 5 to me also represents like tower moments or like the dark night of the soul. So look out for these 5s, just, in your daily surroundings. Because it's a good indication that a lot of the heaviness that I'm feeling here, it has to do with this Divine Feminine coming in and causing some type of breakthrough in this Divine Masculine's life, and like now the ball's rolling. Okay, they're coming. The storm is coming, is what I'm hearing. But they've got it. If they're in this Emperor position, they're prepared for these disruptions. All right, guys? So I don't know who this was for, but I hope it finds you well. You guys join me on Patreon if you're guided to, okay? You unlock a library full of readings and written posts as well. And I also do one-on-one messages, okay? As I'm not doing personal readings right now, but if you guys join me on Patreon, then, I'd be happy to kind of, shoot messages back and forth. If you guys have something deeply on your mind that's bugging you, I'd be happy to kind of share some brief advice if you guys would like. All right. Anyways, you guys take care of yourselves. It looks like Mega, she might have slept this one through. If you guys haven't checked out the short that I posted of her, do check it out. Okay, the thing that she's laying on as well, like I know you guys can't see her body, but she's literally laying on like a heating pad. And ever since I've turned it on and like I've shown her that it turns on and it heats up and it gets warm, she's like, she literally went in there this evening and like looked at me, and she knew the heat pad was there, and she kind of like meowed a little bit. And in my head I'm thinking like, do you want me to turn it on for you on like the low setting? So I did, and of course she jumped up on it and was like laying on it for hours. So yeah, she's been quiet But anyways, guys, you guys, again, take care, be well, and we'll catch you in the next reading, okay? All right, bye.